It's Sunday, it's 12:30, and we're going out live. What's remarkable about the Tube is it's also repeated on a Friday, 2 days before. It is Sunday, we have all the Sunday papers, and of course, in the Sunday papers this week, the main stories will be about Princess Michael of Kent. There's nothing about the Tube, nothing about the fantastic story which will have emerged on Friday, which is Felix will be speaking for the first time on live television. So, whilst we have our surrealist Sunday lunch, you can have the menu of what's going to be on the show today. So sit back, it's Sunday, it's the afternoon, enjoy. Well, I can now reveal, and I have a bit of a surprise for you, that Felix will be talking. Excuse us. Thank you so much for coming to lunch. It's been a pleasure having you all. Felix now will be talking to us for the first time ever. There's been a lot of unkind comments about, you know, King Herod had the right idea. I don't go with that. Felix, where you go?
Jaki Graham rapidly became one of Britain's most successful female artists last year when she teamed up with David Grant for the top 5 hit, Could It Be I'm Falling in Love. She is set for a 6th consecutive hit single with the song Step Right Up.
Delight. There's been a huge increase this year in loads of semi-underground sort of soul functions in London, and we went along to the Diorama in North London to make a film of a party that was going on featuring Black Britain and hard rock soul movement. And live on stage we found two great bands from the south of England, and that's Habit and Yes No People. Watch out for the girl who's giving out the tickets. She featured on the Tube very recently.
Welcome
that's
to
Sharon.
FM with me, Tim Westwood. 94.5 live, stereo fresh FM. And in today's show, we'll check out the beats and rhymes that are firing, kicking, biting and stinging on every dance floor in the country. But first, the big news on the street. Tonight, all roads lead to the Jam Down session that's happening at the Diorama. Uptown and after hours. We're not speaking worries or talking trouble, but dealing in murder. But first, getting the selection underway with the sound of music, the sound of soul. Here's Tyrone, a cut called Fantasy. Turning the selection around with me, Tim Westwood, on the MIC. Back to the bassline, the hardcore hip-hop and the co-rock stuff. Here's the hard rock soul movement. That's Max Alex and Dave VJ, alongside King of the Zulu Nation, Africa Bambata. Out on UK Plastic, the groove to make you move. From left to right, right to left, front to back and back to front. That's the way we break it down. Funky groove.
Check out this funky groove, we're gonna jam this sucker to that. Check out this funky groove, we're gonna jam this sucker to that. Check out this funky groove, we're gonna jam this sucker to that. Check out this funky groove, we're gonna jam this sucker to that.
And now, back to the sound of music. Here's my number one homeboys working hard for fame and fortune. Black Britain, especially for the renegades, ragamuffins and runaways. Ain't no rocking in a police state. Remember tonight, make sure you reach the Jam at the Diorama, the first place ever in the UK to show moving pictures. The art centre's now under threat of being turned into 18 luxury flats. So tonight, it may be your last chance to dance.
she's not the girl I once fell for. Now I know she's not the girl I once fell for.
Alison Moyet has been busy over the past few months writing and recording her new album called Chasing Rain. It's due out for release in January, and if you were lucky enough to see Alison live during her recent sold-out British tour, you'll already have had a taste of how good the new album is. And in fact, you can now have a first taste of this new album with one of her first of two appearances on this week's Tube. Alison Moyet with her new single, Is This Love?
Fleeting moments of a restless day, driven to distraction, I was captured by the game. I have often wondered why I ever wanted to leave these scattered hours behind me and speed myself to you. Our bodies be twisted, but never our minds. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Set to work, I will handshake these thoughts that I planned them. They never will be taking me as viciously as they. Have believed you had I never seen. Now you and I are intimately pictured in my dreams. I could not forsake you or fall tumbling away. And if I live in Wonderland, I'm better off this way.
The elusive new Grace Jones video I've been promising you has finally arrived. It cost £900,000 to produce, the equivalent of about 47 tubes. And when you see Grace's outrageous costumes, you'll realise why. They include what could be the largest dress in the world. Grace Jones with I'm Not Perfect, but I'm Perfect for You.
each other.
What's perfect about Grace?
Now we're spending all our time in this world apart together.
Grace is perfect.
My heart is aching from all the love we're giving.
She's a
We're not faking. Is this the life we're living? I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you.
Everything is perfect about Grace.
I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you.
How to go.
I feel right on time. More and more we are together, trying to discover. I see the flicker in your eyes. Are you looking for something better? You once told me lying on the ground, I'm not perfect, but keep going up and down. Yo, I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. Now I'm right on time. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. I feel right on time. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. Now I'm right on time. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. I feel right on time. Why waste it, thinking about it? Taste it. Don't waste it, thinking about it. Taste it. Really doesn't matter wherever I may go. We are tied together. That's one thing we both know. Yo, I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. Now I'm right on time. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. I feel right on time. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. Now I'm right on time. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. I feel right on time. Right on time. I feel on time tonight. I'm right on time. Now I'm right on time. Right on time. I feel on time tonight. I'm right on time. I feel right on time. Right on time. I feel on time tonight.
In 1979, over 89 million singles were sold in Britain. This year, the record industry will be lucky to sell 65 million. The reason for this steep decline is simple. Most pop music is garbage. I've been listening to the pop charts, well, since the Pope was an altar boy. And frankly, the charts are a shambles. This has been the worst month ever. Just think about it. Cliff Richard, Roger Whittaker, Des O'Connor. It sounds like the cast list of your worst nightmare. Why are these boring relics in the charts? And who's to blame? Well, we could start with daytime radio. To get a hit record, you have to be played during the day. That means a couple of shellhead DJs have the power to make a hit record. And more importantly, it means they have the power to ignore records that don't fit into their narrow definitions of good radio music. Most radio DJs are more interested in crap jokes in their new car to care about the charts. Daytime radio should wise up and stop pretending it reflects taste. Everyone knows their DJs dictate taste, and in November 1986, they dictated the height of bad taste. They say we live in an era in which it's impossible to rig the charts because the Gallup organisation has computerised the chart returns, but everyone knows computers can be hacked. A quick 1-2 in the keyboards and another dodgy singer straight in at number 5. They say the charts are foolproof. Well, if you want proof of their folly, listen to Sarah Brightman or listen to Samantha Fox. If a computer can't lie, then Gallup's computer is bloody good at bending the truth. Many good records never make the top 40 because they're sold in specialist shops. Music like heavy metal, hip-hop, reggae and independent rock. They produce invisible hits, records that are bought in huge quantities but never register in the charts.
I can't end without blaming the government. Let's face it, the charts have been worse under Thatcher than ever before. OK, so a few good groups like Cameo and the Communards have made it, but the general trend is still downwards. As a doctor, I feel professionally bound to leave you with an anti-government health warning. Remember, if a record smells bad, give it a body swerve. Pop poison can damage your health. Gas masks at the ready. This is this week's charts. Thank you.
A huge hand for the excellent communards. Of course, you didn't pay a lot to get in, did you? Isn't it thrilling to be here? And I expect you and many of the viewers at home are avid readers of the daily papers, and you will of course read in your copies of The Independent and The Telegraph, which I'm sure you all read, you will have read that the Tube has won awards. Yes, special awards in New York, and we have decided that we might as well pat ourselves on the back, and why not? So, could we have somebody from the audience we'd like to have a simulation? Madam, please. We've never met before, have we?
No.
We'd like to have a simulation of those awards, because this is a reconstructed simulation of those awards which took place in New York. You could be one of the judges. If you could then take that out, and this would be what was read.
And the winner is Time Tease Television for Channel 4. It is an honour and a privilege to present this award to you. Jules, how does he do it? Holland, in recognition for your enormous talent and the fact you had nothing whatsoever to do with the films. I speak for everyone in this room when I say, we all love you, especially me. God bless you. Thank you.
Yes, sort of. Right. Thank you very much indeed. Oh dear, give it a wig back. So I expect you'd like then to see a little bit of that film that has won those awards. So here's a bit of Dire Straits and the Eurythmics, the film that won us that award.
That's the way you do it. Play the guitar on the TV. That ain't no working. That's the way you do it. So money for nothing and sex for free. Now that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Let me tell you, then the guys ain't done. Baby,
you were lying in my arms, and I was wondering where you were. No, you look just like fast asleep in this dangerous world. Every star shining brightly, just like a million years before. We were feeling very small underneath the universe. And you know that I'm gonna be the one who'll be there when you need someone to depend on when tomorrow comes.
Well, a man that people will obviously remember from 10 years ago is Alice Cooper. People, of course, wanted to see him banned in case he came into your homes and ate your babies, but he has devoured no children in that space of time, and he's back with a new single and all sorts of things. So all sorts of things.
Yes.
And the new single, it's from one of these films, isn't it, that's Friday the 13th, part
6,
500 or whatever.
yeah,
It's part 6.
Part 6. They're just going to keep making them until they finally kill him, but I don't think they'll ever kill him. He's like me, they keep killing him and he keeps coming back. You know.
So you're a real horror movie fan. Now
Oh,
why?
I love them,
Is it because
yeah.
you identify with the people in it?
Yeah, I think I do. You know, I think that there's something about me that never grew up out of the horror movies. And besides, I think there's a great marriage between rock and horror.
But it's not real horror. I mean, if you wanted real horror, you'd watch the news at 6 o'clock.
That's,
so it's
that's
just kid
what
on,
I
isn't
say.
it?
Yeah, it's pretty. If Edgar Allan Poe were alive today, he'd be doing what I'm doing. You know, I think there's a lot of mock horror, and there's something about. I watch 2 splatter movies a night. I've become like a
what's
splatter
a
video
movie?
vampire voyeur or something. You know? Well, a splatter movie is something that's not necessarily any plot involved at all. It's sort of like the most absurd kind of movie because the great ones only cost $50,000 to make. You know.
So it's like the first one you've chosen is Evil Dead.
The
part
Evil
1.
Dead
I
was
believe there's a
very
part 2 coming up,
Yes,
isn't there?
there is.
Yes.
But they'll never top part 1. Part 1 was like, I mean, it's not for beginners at all.
It's not.
No.
Anything particular that we should look out for if anyone wants to see it? Although it
On
is
this
a band.
movie, oh, you can't avoid it. I mean, if you're watching it just on TV, you'll get splattered with blood.
Well, let's
Very
see a
much
bit
like
of
our
it
show.
then. Here's a bit of clip from that very nasty, I think rather boring film, Evil Dead.
Some folks have a strange idea of entertainment.
think that's horrible.
Of course it's horrible.
I don't believe you entirely. I bet you're a man who would like to go and see Top Gun, really, and you just
No,
watch these because
I
of the
hate
image.
those movies. I hate those movies. No, I really do love these movies. I mean, I think it's an important part of your education to see these movies.
You're a real sort of horrifying figure. Excuse me, I'll play with your tassel here. Back in the 70s, but then punk came along. Some of that was really nasty. Did that kind of spoil your act a bit? Because you were the only kid on.
It didn't. In fact, on this tour especially, they told me, I said, you can't shock the audience anymore. I took that as a personal challenge, I said, well, of course I can shock the audience.
And did you?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, what did you do?
Well, in this show, there's like 3 or 4 special effects that nobody's ever used before. We're doing the guillotine again because it was so much fun the first time. And it's anatomically correct now.
Oh,
in other words, when the head does come off, it does kind of pulse a little bit.
Well, let's have a look at the second film you've chosen. This is a very strange one. This is Glenn or Glenda, transvestite film, I believe. So let's have a little look.
The transvestite is not interested in those of their own sex. The clothing is not worn to attract the attention of their own sex, but to eliminate themselves from being a member of that sex. Glenn is engaged to be married to Barbara. Glenn's problem is a deep one, but he must tell her soon. She's begun to notice things. Soon she will realize.
You're a sick boy, Alice. Tell me the appeal there.
Well, if I had a choice of going to an airplane wreck or a circus, I'd go to an airplane wreck. That's just the way that I think. Yeah, there's a morbid curiosity about things like that.
You're not a secret dresser up in ladies' underwear yourself?
No, not at all.
No, you just stick to the black leather.
No, but things like that intrigued me. First time I saw that film, I said, what? And I would much rather have that reaction to a movie rather than, gee, I feel much better now after this film.
So now the new tour, you're just about to do it here in Britain, and it's the, now I got it right, The Nightmare Returns. What is The Nightmare? Is that you? Are you the nightmare? Or
Absolutely.
Is it a recurring dream of not selling records?
Well, when we did Welcome to My Nightmare the first time, that was like part 1. That was like the initial thing of Nightmare. And it was frightening, but it was only 1975 version. 1986, technology has caught up with the imagination.
Well, let's have a look at it, because we've got a bit when you're in Detroit playing Teenage Frankenstein.
Yes,
thank you very
absolutely.
much. Here it is.
Absolutely winning video that was. Conspiracy of Hope, what is it? Well, Amnesty International have got a record out, and Stevie Winwood, Peter Gabriel, Elton John, Tears for Fears, Howard Jones, Paul McCartney, Sting, with a song that's never been heard before called Strange Fruit, Dire Straits, John Cougar Mellencamp, Simple Minds and Bryan Adams have all donated tracks to this fantastic LP. I think we can see a bit of footage of some of the different people here, and then we'll be talking on the phone to, I'm not sure who, but one of these people from all around the world has donated something to this LP.
Who wanna get on? Deny the passenger. Who wanna get on? Deny the passenger. Who wanna get on? No one ever is to blame. You and me ain't that America? Something to see, baby. We're fools to make war on our brothers in arms. I believe that when the hurting and the pain has gone, we will be strong. See what you see in me, boy, I believe in you. See what you see, oh, go away.
Well, of course, Amnesty was launched in May 1961, and It was through a newspaper article that drew attention to the plight of people imprisoned for peacefully held beliefs in countries of all political complexions. Countries all over the world, and all of the artists on this record are all over the world. On the phone, we have, I think, Jim Kerr. Do we have Jim Kerr on the phone? Jim, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, thank goodness for that. We weren't sure. Where are you at the moment?
I'm in Edinburgh. I just got back.
From where?
New Zealand.
Blow me. That's a long way to come. So what made you decide to get involved with the Conspiracy of Hope record?
Well, really the whole tour we've done this year, we've been working very closely with Amnesty. I just saw a gap really that the band had. We'd just had a big hit in the States. We had a chance to get Amnesty across to a lot of young people. I thought it was a great organisation and all their work and endeavours, but it seemed to be a sort of a secret, It seemed that only sort of middle-class kind of liberals would know what Amnesty would do. And I just wanted the chance to use the platform that the band had to spread their word.
I think, yes, here, couldn't agree with you more. Are they planning any gigs or anything like that? Would you be doing any gigs?
Well, we've already done a year, Joe. What should we do, another 2 years?
Okay, well, thanks very much.
You should manage me.
Yes, okay then. Yes, I wouldn't mind that. What sort of percentage? Oh, sorry, we've got to wind up now. We'll talk about that later on the phone. I'll give you my home number. Well, thank you very much, Jim. Good luck. I think we've got Kirk Smith as well. Have we got Kirk Smith? Have we got Kirk? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, you're there. You're a bit quiet, but you're there. Kirk, where are you? Whereabouts are you speaking from at the moment?
I'm at home in Bath at the moment.
In the Bath?
In the Bath. At Bath.
Oh, great. Well, we actually were. We thought that we'd have a galaxy of stars, which we have got. But we got this map because we thought they were going to be in sort of Spain and America and South America. But Bath and Edinburgh.
Close to South America.
Yes, why not? It's closer to South America than we are here in Newcastle, after all. Yes. So you're keeping well then.
Yes.
Tell me about your involvement with Amnesty then.
Well, we were asked to get involved. I first heard about it in a big way when I went over to see part of the Amnesty International tour in America. I went to see the concert in Atlanta and appeared on stage then. And when we were asked to... I've got another phone ringing. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I know you've got a busy schedule. Well, in fact, I'm getting the countdown now. Thanks very much. I'm very glad you're involved, and I hope the word spreads well. It's a fine international organisation.
Slow day, and the sun was beating on the soldiers by the side of the road. There was a bright light, a shattering of shop windows. The bomb in the baby carriage was wired to the radio. These are the days of miracle and wonder. This is the long distance call. The way the camera follows us in slow-mo, the way we look to us all. The way we look to a distant constellation that's dying in a corner of the sky. These are the days of miracle and wonder. And don't cry, baby, don't cry, don't cry. It was a dry wind, and it swept across the desert and curled into the circle of blue. And the dead sand falling on the children, the mothers and the fathers and the automatic earth. These are the days of miracle and wonder. This is the long distance call. The way the camera follows us in slow-mo, the way we look to us all, oh yeah. The way we look to a distant constellation that's dying in a corner of the sky. These are the days of miracle and wonder. And don't cry, baby, don't cry, don't cry. It's a turnaround jump shot. It's everybody jump start. It's every generation throws a hero up the pop charts. Medicine is magical and magical is art. Think of the boy in the bubble and the baby with the babbling heart. And I believe these are days, lasers in the jungle, lasers in the jungle somewhere. Staccato signals of constant information, a loose affiliation of millionaires and billionaires and baby. These are the days of miracle and wonder. This is the long distance call. The way the camera follows us in slow-mo, the way we look to us all, oh yeah. The way we look to a distant constellation that's dying in a corner of the sky. These are the days of miracle and wonder. And don't cry, baby, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
To all the videos we've received for our video search competition this week. Don't forget it's open to individual entries and group entries. Just send us your films on Video 8, Umatic, Betamax or VHS. They've got to be under 4 minutes long and cut to music. Prizes include state-of-art video, equipment, and all the information is on page 439 of Foretel. Send your entries by the 19th of December to the Tube Video Search Competition, Tyne Tees Television, City Road, Newcastle upon Tyne, NE1 2AL. And to give you some idea of what you can do on a small budget, this video was made by Steve Haley from Bristol for only £490. The Bristol band, Brilliant Corners, they're a wonderful band, and this song's called Brian Ricks, and they'd love to release it as a single, but they can't afford to. And here it is. It's a great video. Nick Kamen, Eat Your Heart Out.
It's hard to imagine what it meant to me, holding you tight on the settee, miles and miles of carpet, chocolate and tea, a palace to paupers such as me. So worried we won't get caught. They won't be back till 11 o'clock. We fumbled around in front of the budgie. She started to laugh. Well, what's so funny? Just you remind me of Brian Ricks. When you pull down your trousers it sends me in fits. It's just you remind me of Brian Ricks. When you pull down your trousers it sends me in fits. Well, that's cool. What can I do? Well, that's cool. What can I do?
Yeah, look, thank you. If we can just stop this. Thank you. Yes, thank you. There's obviously been a little bit of trouble with the cameramen. The budget's a bit tight. We've only actually got 2 of them, and we're having to sack one, and there's obviously a bit of a rut going on about it. I'd just like to apologise for that you've had to witness this unpleasantness. We have recently done a film with Phil Collins, which Paula has done. If you can just leave off of him for a minute. One of you going to get the job. Here is then Paula with Phil Collins, and he's telling her, just don't start with me.
I get around a bit. I'm just the guy that can't say no.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, well, I still have this naive enthusiasm for this business, you see. I kind of still enjoy it. And people still keep asking me to do things, and they're all like people that I've been listening, like Eric, for instance, I've been listening to for years, you know. And although I got to know him as a friend first, and work thing followed years after we met, it's such a nice thing to do, you know, and I can learn from it and get better at what I do, and so it's good fun to do it.
What's been the most fun about doing the last few gigs with Eric and the new band?
I think a lack of pressure is one thing. I mean, all I have to do is play the drums, apart from doing the air, you know, which is, and I'm sure people will be thinking it's the only song I know, but it's the one everyone wants to hear.
Feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it in the air tonight. Oh Lord, oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment. Wow, my life, oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air. I can feel it coming in the air. I've been waiting for this moment. Wow, my life, my life, my life. I can feel it coming in the air. I can feel it coming in the air. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air I've been waiting for this moment. Wow, my life, my life.
But next year I'm going to do a film. I'm doing a film, I will be playing Buster Edwards, who was one of the great train robbers. And that will be a fully fledged, you know, proper film, pucker film. Because I got the taste for it doing Miami Vice again. I mean, I was an actor when I was a kid, you know, I mean, as much as you can do when you're a kid. But I was a teenage sort of actor, and I'd been playing drums since I was 5, but I never really wanted to do anything else. But while I was growing up, I had to do something else. So I did some acting, and I had some bad experiences with some of the things I did. I just didn't like it, you know. And doing the Miami Vice thing again, I found out, God, I really did, you know, this is something else I can do. It's not music, it's a break, you know. And I was up at 6 every morning and thoroughly enjoying it. So the film, I hope, if it goes the same as the Miami Vice thing, will be good fun for me to do.
You were saying that working with Eric was one of your peers and one of your ambitions to do. Are there any more people left that you'd quite like to do things with?
Yeah, there Steve Winwood.
Everyone's mad for Steve Winwood today.
Really?
Yeah, he's Mr. Popular today.
Well, I mean, ever since the Spencer Davis Group, obviously, and Traffic, one of my favourite bands. But he's got a great voice, and I think it's ridiculous that not more people know of him. I know now he's got a hit record, but up until then, it was like, oh, Steve Winwood, yeah, he used to be with Spencer Davis, and no one's ever heard of him since, really. I mean, I suppose Traffic was a big band, but him I'd like to work with, and Aretha Franklin I'd like to work with.
Now, it has been a whinge on the Tube that there haven't been enough guitar-based bands. So here on film are 3 men from the northeast, the first band to sign to Kitchenware Records. They're raunchy, they're wearing black leather, walking about and playing guitars. They're excellent, and they're called Hurrah.
Well, I walked into town with my hands by my side. Nothing hurts anymore, not my guilt, nor my pride. It's a season, so I'm told, that your reason starts to fade. And the first signs that say, voices calling my name. Well now, oh, say
to survive. There's this game I perfected. It's called taking the dial. There's a tree by a brook where we once used to play. Nothing's there anymore except the vows that we made. Hey, well now, oh, sweet Saturday, did you call? I was not here. Oh, sweet Saturday, you had no reason to disappear.
Ladies and gentlemen, we crave your indulgence and we beg your applause for a man whose character is directly parallel to that of this programme, The Tube. Outrageous, uncompromising, and it grows more sophisticated, more charming and more alluring with every passing year. A hero amongst heroes, Iggy Pop!
Well, I'm tourist out of school, like I'm real cool. Gotta dance like a fool, like a message that I gotta feel. Wild one, ooh yeah, I'm a wild one. I'm gonna break it loose, gonna keep on moving wild, gonna keep on swinging, baby. I'm a real wild child. Friends, gonna have myself a ball. Gonna tell my friend, gonna tell them all that I'm a wild one. Ooh yeah, I'm a wild one. I'm gonna break it loose, gonna keep on moving wild, gonna keep on swinging, baby. I'm a real wild child. I'm a wild one, and I like the wild fun. In the world gone crazy, everything's crazy. I'm a wild one. Oh yeah, I'm a wild one. I'm gonna break it loose, gonna keep on moving wild, gonna keep the singing, baby. I'm a real wild child. Wild wood. I'm a wild wood. I'm a wild wood. Oh baby, I'm a wild wood. I'm gonna break it loose, gonna keep it moving wild, keep it singing, baby. I'm a real wild child. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Before the war, lunch before the score, steady as she goes, follow with my nose. I'm a fool of my ground. That's me, baby, that's me, it's me. Simone Perez, what you gonna do? I'm from the swipe, blow the reveille. Careful I go, that's me. Little old me, glamorous me. Cherry, blah, blah, blah. I can't say, blah, blah, blah. Tonight white, guns all right, blah, blah, blah. Taboo girl, raped by an egg. Taboo girl, jam the soccer in. Did you think of my ground? Guardian of the state says you gotta go, bombing low. Senator Rambo, merrily you go, monkey put your nose, a cab to find the bank, a bank to find a loan, but you can't be alone. You think of my world, that's you. Where are you? Yeah, that's you. Goddamn rich. La, la, la. Right now. La, la, la. We are the world. We are so huge. La, 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 la. Everything is huge. Petrified food. Pizza killers. From napalm to nice guy. Hit where they live. Nifty-50. The ranks of the glamorous change constantly. The most spoiled brats on God's green earth. Popping for the war.
Administration stresses that these forces are not in combat, but serving as military advisors to the Army of the Republic of South Vietnam. In other news, President Johnson announced tonight in a televised address to the nation that American fighting forces in Southeast Asia would increase from 75 to 125,000 men, and further increases would be ordered as needed. And this morning, Richard M. Nixon was sworn in as the 37th President of the United States. In Vietnam this week, 185 Americans have been killed and 1,237 wounded as fighting continues.
60s, you grew up with war on TV every night, a war that your friends were involved in. And I want to do this song tonight for all the young people out there. If you're in your teens, so I remember a lot of my friends when we were 17 or 18, we didn't have much of a chance to think about how we felt about a lot of things. And the next time, they're going to be looking at you, and you're going to need a lot of information to know what you're going to want to do. Because in 1985, blind faith in your leaders or in anything will get you killed. Because what I'm talking about here is
When the sons go off to fight,
på Tubens topplista och först ut i Lucia-rocken, Europe. Bland nattens artister och grupper finns också Samantha Fox, Paul Young, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Pet Shop Boys och ett 30-tal till. Rock hela natten i TV2 med början 23:25.